All right, it's Fight Week, and this Nose to Nose Podcast, and this your boy, John Stewart. We on the mic, we on the set. What's going on, my peoples? Let's get right into this Fight Week, baby. We got UFC, Bellator, and one of my new favorite of 2019, bare knuckle fighting. Man, what can you really say about this week? If you're not a fight fan, you are not a fight fan. If you're not excited, let me just tell you, you're not a fight fan if this fight card doesn't excite you all week. I've been biting at the chops for this, man. Mouth just salivating. I couldn't wait. So let's get right into it, baby. Paul Daly versus Eric Silva. Go ahead and give it to Paul. All day long, knockout first round. Eric Silva's a hard charger. Paul Daly's a nice hard charger. Paul hits harder. Eric can't take a punch anymore. Boom, done. Next one. Gegard Mousasi fighting some bum. And I call him a bum because everybody right now in Bellator are really bums in the 185 to 205. So for me, whoever Gegard fights isn't going to matter. I don't need to know their name because they're not going to last. They're here and they're there. That's it. He's the name. He's the marquee. He's what Bellator's pushing because everybody knows he's going to go out there, he's going to jab the hell out of somebody and most likely dominate 5 rounds. He might finish with submission. The dumb dude, whoever he is, tries to take him down. But I hope he doesn't. But it's not going to be a war. We all know that. It's going to be a very methodical, slow-paced fight with his jab in his face the whole time. So, that's Bellator. I might tune in, but back and forth. Now we got UFC. Great. For Fight Week, the card, not so good. Doesn't have a lot of star power, a lot of star attraction. The Korean Zombie alone is all you really have to worry about because he's the guy that's worth watching because he's the ones who come out there and slug it out for 5 rounds. The guy he's fighting, pretty good. He just lost to Aldo. He does his thing. He's a top 145er. He is up there. He's tall. He's lanky. He has great punches. I just don't see him getting past the Korean Zombie. I'm sorry, I really don't. It would be nice, but I just don't think he's right there yet. Because the Korean Zombie is a different type of fighter. He can slug with you. He can submit you. He's actually gotten smarter with his slugfest. His last fight, he was winning. He literally was winning and decided to risk it all to try to put on the performance. And got a magical, unforeseen elbow that nobody have seen in the history of UFC until, boom, that day. So, what can you say? Uriah Rodriguez was just that guy on that day. Anyways, so that's my UFC call, Korean Zombie. Don't know the other card, the rest of the card, because I thought it was kind of crap. I really want to watch the rest of the card. I don't even care about the main event. I mean, the co-main, because it wasn't that good. That's UFC. Now, drum roll, please. Bare knuckle fighting is here. And I'm super excited because Paul Malignaggi, Artem Lowball, Chris Lehman, some replacement guy, my boy, my friend, longtime Reggie Barnett, and Johnny Boo-Hoo Bradford. And I'm calling Boo-Hoo because all he's been doing is crying about how my boy's not going to finish him. He's going to run the whole time. Boo, boo, boo. But you're still not bringing home the title. That's all we care about right now. In the 757, we just want the title, baby. So, straight into it. I'm going to go main event first and then go backwards. Artem Lowball, Paul Malignaggi. Paul Malignaggi is going to finish Artem Lowball. 3rd round. You heard it here first. John Stewart, Nose Podcast. 3rd round. Paul Malignaggi finishes Artem Lowball. He doesn't come out. Okay? He's going to get cut up with those jabs, those fast hands. The Magic Man going to have magic hands that night because there's no gloves to protect. And he's going to just tear his face apart. Shred him apart. He's talking so much crap because he knows there's no way in hell this UFC fighter, who was a bum UFC fighter, probably had one of the worst records, was only worth anything because he's Conor McGregor's training partner. Dude, if you watch his training video, he looks like a 15-year-old who just started training and somebody told him, let's take a video of you going, and he goes. None of his punches has turns, slips, or anything. They're just smacks. Man, I wish I could cut down the weight 45 and just hop in and just go ahead and beat him up myself. But I can't. Anyway, so Paul Malignaggi, third round, finishes arm low ball. Chris Lehman's gonna come out, finish this guy easy. They had to get a late replacement. I don't even know the guy's name because he's such a late replacement that I think is not even worth mentioning. Except for, hey, at least we can see Chris Lehman knock out somebody, because this dude he was nasty in UFC, and his hands are still even heavier in bare knuckle. Now, the fight we're all really here to talk about. If you're from 757 and you're not talking about Reggie Barnett in this championship fight, which really should be the main event, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you, okay? This is the fight to watch. I don't care if it goes all 5 or if Reggie finishes this dude early. But we're going to see fast hands, very educated. Johnny's going to come out with his hands down. Reggie's going to make him pay for it. I bet you after the first round, Johnny's hands will not leave his face, because he's going to get tattooed so much in the first round, he's going to have to change up his fighting style to put his hands up just to defend all those punches. He says death by a bunch of bees. Well, guess what? Yeah, I might fast forward, but damn it, that shit's going to look good at the end of the movie when he's dead in the corner, wondering what the fuck just happened to him because a 757 man just came and ran through his ass. When he told him to stay in his lane, dude, the lane he's about to create in his ass is going to be something special, and I can't wait. I'm glad that I know this guy. I'm glad I've trained with this guy. I'm glad I felt this dude's pain and frustration. I know what to expect. So, I'm telling you now, Reggie all the way. I cannot choose anyone else because I am totally biased against this whole competition when it comes to this fight. So, look, Saturday, Friday, get ready. It's going down. And this is Nose to Nose Podcast. I'm your host, John Stewart. And we're talking fight business, baby. Come back at me. Send what you got. Let me know. Go.